Arsenal have had the edge over Manchester City in terms of the WSL head-to-head games of late. They've won. It's a useful pass. It nearly broke the way of Leonardson Mornham. Fox at full-back with the gallivanting runs down that left-hand side. Hasegawa. Miedema. Greenwood. And Jonas Eidevall said that they would need to start well against Manchester City. Well, it's the visitors who are monopolising possession in the very infancy of the game. Hasegawa. Was a bit too telegraphed, so Bubenmoy could step in. Hasegawa has it again. Kirsten Kasperite in from the Dutch international towards Bunny Shaw. That was a bit of a sketchy pass. McCabe, beautifully done. Expiry of her contract, 80 goals in the women's top tier, and the player with the most direct goal involvements in WSL history, although the City press ensuring Zinsberger. And Zinsberger out of a goal and has dead-eye accuracy and nearly marked her return to Arsenal in some style. Well, it was careless and it was nearly costly. Great try. She's got a bit of room to work with here, Emily Fox. Ford, good ball, Blackstenius couldn't get there! And Arsenal have the early lead. With Fox afforded far too much room here. Uahabi was caught out of position. She released Ford. The ball was meant for Sina Black. She wasn't able to make the most of it. But Frida Leonardson Mornham arrived at just the right to send it beyond Yamishta. Ice cool finish. That's looking for Shaw, and it should come through to Zinsberger. Again, there's room on this right-hand side for Arsenal, brought forwards by Ford. Fox has made the offer. They're a bit light again, but that's a... Well, all of a sudden, Arsenal have suddenly found side that they're doing the damage on. The American defender was forwards suddenly losing their way. Cooney cross. That's the ball. Ford was nearly in. Uahabi got back. Expected to be Chelsea's main challengers in the WSL this season. They're seen as joint second favourites. Lost out. They managed to take 12 points. They could be in again. Blackstenius. It's not quite to top. It's a cracking run from Blackstenius to get the wrong side. I'm not quite sure what Yamishta doing one thing or the other, and she is very fortunate that Blackstenius couldn't quite get the angle she was aiming for. This World Cup, she became her country's youngest ever scorer, one of those at 19. Hasn't really got into the game so far. Blackstenius certainly has. She's looking for Ford, not that list today. Caldente. Now Miedema poked through the centre and nearly finding Park. Didn't have the elevation on it to reach Blackstenius. It will be collected by Greenwood. Manchester City trying to collect themselves. Miedema, lovely control. And still, she just bit off a bit more than she could chew there. We switch flanks now with Fujino. Hemp coming central and having a go! Zinsberger in the end from Hemp, but you'd always back Zinsberger to deal with it. And out to Mornham. On for Ford, bit of room to work with here. Uahabi comes across and Ford. Hasegawa. Well, there was risk there, wasn't quite enough on that, but Hasegawa has kept it moving. And Wahabi Hasegawa. Plenty of possession for City. On here for Hemp. Early ball is good. Shaw couldn't get there. And there. That's better from City. Bunny Shaw was trying to get in at the near post. She was seen off. There was Fujina. Katie McCabe. Hasegawa. Midway point in the first half. Hasegawa too high for Shaw and too high for any. That's really good stuff. And Caldente's ball in has come back her way, but they gained Mariona Caldente, who is a very, very. That's deflected. And it's tricky. Hemp haven't really dealt with that, made a real meal of getting it clear. Have been some questions raised by Arsenal fans at the selection from Jonas Eidevall today. Rebounders worked out here for Manchester City. Hemp almost managed to wriggle it on for Fujino. There's no flag for now, but you mentioned wanting to use the near miss last season as fuel to the fire. Use that experience. Greenwood. It's given away. Leonard Monum. Blackstenius, forwards in the middle. Blackstenius, oh, she went for Leonard Monum instead. Fujino. Arsenal, meanwhile, have a task on their hands at Meadow Park after a 1-0 defeat to BK Häcken. Become just the 4th player to net in 7 straight WSL games. Ford won't get there because Yamashita is. That's useful. Oh, what a try! Shaw, Fujino loses out to McCabe. Park go, it's Fujino. And in the way was Codina. McCabe off there, Bunny Shaw, and she did set City away, but it came to nothing in the end. City to Ali Chanri. Miedemar's pass has released Hemp. Miedemar. Couple of bites to the cherry, and she has managed to work it through to Hemp. Miedemar still going, deflected and in. Arsenal legend. She doesn't normally celebrate anyway, but there, that has drawn Manchester City level. She had 2 stabs at that to try and work it through to the run of Alio, and then when it came back to her, only one thing on her mind as soon as the space opened up to have a go. Zinsberger with that after the chunky deflection. Tendency could have extended their advantage, and instead now pegged back to 1 each. Hasegawa back. Chanry, but given away now. Leonard Monum. Oh, clever pass. It's Blackstenius! It's a good save by Yamashita. At the beginning of 3 additional minutes in this first half. Made herself big and didn't produce the most convincing of finishes, truth be told. And she poked it towards Little, who couldn't bring it down. Hasegawa now for Manchester City. Aimings just before the interval. On as even at the interval then. Vivianne Miedema comes back to haunt Arsenal on Arsenal turf. Her deflected strike level. Manchester City kick off the second half then. What lies in store after a Leonardson Mornham. That's clever by Caldente. Blackstenius. Leonardson Mornham. Caldente. Leonardson Mornham, surely, yes! Arsenal back in front. Just knew it was coming. Very close. But I think it is the right call. That's nicely worked. Good surging run. But then, and that is exactly the gap that she was looking to exploit here. And I think that the pass... Caldente, set-piece routine, and she's popped it in nicely, and it nearly came off for Arsenal. Arsenal building some momentum. Ford tried to be a bit too cute there, and Cooney cross, wriggling clear. Blackstenius through the middle, and is good in some ways, but means that she's not going to be further forwards when they try and... Kennedy. Chenery getting up there. Park. And now here is Bunny Shaw. Forced wide by Codina. Shaw, every time the ball's been played into her, she's on her back, very tight to her. And possibly that's why we haven't seen too much from goals to 1. All of the last 3 WSL meetings ending in 2-1 victories for Arsenal. Hey. Caldente out to gather. Codina. Weave through here for Caldente. Deflection. Well, the flag was raised anyway. Manchester City have actually won just one of the last 6 WSL. Well, it's collected by Miedema. Now Hemp. Hemp's ball towards Shaw. Collected by Park, who's turned and hit. Is in! Manchester City in. He stand and watch and hope that it wasn't going to go in, but it crashed off the bar and into the net for a perler from Park. One touch to steady herself. Sublime strike as well. I think it might go down as speaking about 2-1 scorelines. The last 4 meetings have all finished that way. Now Shaw. It's Bunny Shaw with the layoff, and Hemp was waiting. Leonardson Mornham. Blackstenius taken off her brilliantly by Greenwood. Now Miedema wriggling clear of the challenge of McCabe. In towards Shaw. And Miedema denied. Still alive here though. Fujino. It's close to Zinsberg. Fujino digs out the cross. Hemp was there. Kennedy. Arsenal squeezing. Kennedy back to her keeper. Oh dear! Well, they in the house after that. Hasegawa. Park. Nice. Shaw. And it's broken. Kennedy. Too much on it for Fujino. Little will let it go behind. Fujino. Clear of McCabe. Hemp. It's Shaw. Parks up there. Hasegawa. And Zinsberger saves from Miedema there. Couple of bites of the cherry for Manchester City, and eventually Miedema's effort, which he didn't really strike. Hoping to get onto the flick on. Hasegawa neatly into Fujino. Oh, and Park fluffed her lines 2017 and January 2018. Here's Hemp. And Shaw! Zinsberger keeps Arsenal in the game. The more likely to get the next goal, if there is one, is Manchester City at the moment. Starting to find more. Well, both managers decide. And Viviana, Fowler and Kelly. That's a good ball. And here's a chance for Arsenal to get level, but Roos. Well, she enjoys playing at the Emirates. Scored in each of her last 4 starts here, 5 goals in all. Opens up for the hit. Mead tries to poke it on again. Fowler's back there, but made a mess of it. Little will try and get onto that, but safely. Shout for handball, which isn't given by Abigail Byrne. Looks set to come to an end, barring a dramatic climax here at the Emirates. Coming off the back of that European defeat to BK Häcken, here is Alessia Russo looking for the angle to have a go. Well, at least it looked like it. Play's gone on. McCabe. Oh, that's a nice ball. Kafaji off the post, but in! A massive goal for Arsenal late on. Well, they are furious. That's where they seem to just switch off, the City players. No doubt about the fact that she was onside and so close, and it's 2 each. Well, it has not disappointed this game. Greenwood. Hasegawa. Russo, good turn. And she's taken down there. Given away. Russo. Oh, nice idea. Come away with it. Heavy pass, Hasegawa's got a stretch. Nice angle for across this. There again. Hasegawa. Always park tripped, she was. Greenwood, disappointing. Fortunately, it just bounced off the heel of Greenwood. Fowler. Oh, that was... And Lauren Hemp was also cautioned as Greenwood's delivery. Hasegawa back towards Shaw, who's taken it down nicely, but Hasegawa. Greenwood. Hasegawa. Who should get there and gets the ball in dangerously. Oh, good try, Zinsberger behind and fly from distance. And Zinsberger got her body behind it. And Abigail Byrne says that is that. Jonas Eidevall and Gareth Taylor shake on a point apiece. There's Arsenal 2, Manchester City 2.